Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm here with a Spring-A-Ling bracelet made on a hook. It looks kind of like the radiant grading, I guess. You can make a nice gradient effect with it. And here's a version with all normal bands. And here's a version with all normal bands except these bands right here are alpha bands. Now you can also use cap bands, but I feel like they're really hard to work with. I've tried using them before, and they're hard to work with. So I would recommend if you have alpha bands to use those, or you can just have it look like this and use normal bands. But anyways, let's get started. So you're going to start off making this bracelet by making the center fishtail with the alpha loom bands. So to do that, you're going to start off like you would for a normal fishtail by taking a black band or your fishtail color, making a figure 8 shape on your hook, and pulling 2 more blacks through it. Making sure that the bands stay in their proper order. And then you're going to take your alpha loom band, cap band, or normal band, using alpha loom silver. You're going to place the first black aside, make sure it doesn't unravel. Put your alpha loom band on, and then flip it over these middle 2 bands. Drop it off over them, and then put all the other black bands back on. And then take another black band and pull it through like you would normally do for a fishtail, picking up the outer 2 blacks. It's very important that while you do this, you keep all your bands in order. And your silver might be a little wonky at this point, but it can sort itself out later. Now after you pull your next black through, you're going to drop your silver on. So place the first black aside, put on your silver and put the black back on. The bands got out of order for a second. There we go, fixed it. And then you pull this silver over like you normally would, drop it off, and then put the 3 blacks back on. And pull a black band through and fishtail it. I'm just picking at it right now. Make sure your blacks, again, are in their proper order at the bottom. This is what's going to make your silver not act up as much. Because right now my bottom silver is kind of acting up a little bit. Make sure the same 2 bands are in the center in the middle, and that the loosest bands are on the outside. So I'm just going to fix this. As you can see, the tightest bands are on the outside, so I'm just going to cross them over to the middle. I'm just going to go on to my next alpha band, drop it on like normal, and then fishtail on a band. And then if you're having problems with your first silver, you can just pull it out on the sides so that it matches the second two silvers that you've been working with. And then I fixed up my ending. And you're just going to repeat this process until you get this to be long enough to fit around your wrist. So just repeat your process of putting on your alpha band, fishtailing a band through, putting on an alpha band, fishtailing your band through, until this gets long enough to fit around your wrist. And I'll come back to show you how to start your next steps. Alright, so I'm back after making this long enough, and it should look something like this. Now how you end it is, right now I've stopped right after I've added on my alpha band. And right after you do that, you're just going to take another fishtail color, pull it through all 4 bands on your hook, and then just clip it up. Simple as that. And now you're going to start your next part. So next I'm going to show you how to do the caramel loopy thingies, the first row of them at least. Now to start off, you're just going to take your hook, find the very bottom alpha loom band that you've added. You can either start on the right or left and just put your hook through it. And then you pull the color that you want to add on through, which is this metallic green I got from the Michaels Metallic Mix Pack. Pull it through. And then if you hold it like this, just going to pull the top band over the bottom like that and drop it off. And then keeping this green on your hook, you're going to put your hook through the next alpha loom band. Then pull another green through it, through these two actually, both the alpha loom band and the previous green. And pull the top band over the bottom and drop it off. We're going to go on to the next one and do the same exact thing. Making sure you don't twist the alpha loom band while you do this. And then you're just going to keep repeating this process all the way up the right side or left of your bracelet. It doesn't matter which one you start with. And when you do this, make sure that these band things here are sticking out, poking out on the sides like this. And if it gets all wrinkly and weird and looks like there might be too many knots on the side, don't worry, it's perfectly fine for it to look like that. But anyways, I'm just going to go off camera, finish up this side, and I'll come back to show you how to add the next row. Alright, so I'm back. I've done this whole edge. And it might not look very pretty, but trust me, it will once you get on later in the bracelet. And once you get to the end, I stopped right before this final alpha band. You're just going to also put this alpha band on your hook. But instead of putting on another green, what you're going to do is you're just going to take your fishtail color, black for me, pull it through both these bands, and clip it. And now you're just going to start your next row. And in the other bracelet, it was pastel pink. But in this one, it's going to be Caribbean green. So you just do your normal steps. You're going to start with this by putting your hook through this first little poking out metallic green band. Pull your Caribbean green through it. And of course, pull the top band over the bottom, like so. Then put your next metallic green on your hook. And you take another Caribbean green, pull it through these two bands, pull the top Caribbean green over the bottom, like so. And then you just keep continuing this process. It's pretty much the same exact thing that you did previously, except instead of going into alpha bands, you're going into the previous row of bands you just added. So yeah, it's really simple. Just gonna do it one more time, then I'll go off camera again, show you how to add the next row. So you just repeat that up to the top, and I'll show you how to finish it and how to start the next row. Alright, so I'm back after doing this row. And again, it doesn't look very great right now, but that'll change later. And to finish it up, you're going to stop right before the final band that you could be able to loop onto, but you're not going to. You're just going to take the side of this black band and unclip it, and pull this Caribbean green onto it, and clip the black back on again. Then you're going to go back down to your bottom and add your final row. Now for this bracelet you can really add as many rows as you want, but I like to add 3. So next I'm going to add this mother of pearl color. Pretty sure that's what it's called. And to do that, you're just going to do the exact same steps that you've been doing. Go into the bottom loop, pull your band through it, pull the top over the bottom, and continue on. Go into the next band, pull a pearl through, mother of pearl through these 2 bands, pull the top over the bottom, put this next color on your hook, pull a mother of pearl through these 2 bands, pull the top band over the bottom. And you'd honestly just keep going till you get to the normal spot right before the final one that you could loop onto, and then you just put it onto that band, just like I did last time. But I will show you how to do that again, just so you guys are 100% sure. And after I do this row off camera, I will then show you how to add the fishtail border. Alright, I'm back. I finished this row. Sorry. And it should look something like this. It should be making like a rainbowish shape. It's kind of curving right now, but that's fine. It'll be fixed in the next step. But anyways, to finish this off, you stop right before this final notch that you could go into, but you don't. And you just put 1/2 of the black band through this band right here, and then reclip it. And now you can start your border for this one side. So it's just a simple fishtail border, and to start it off, you're going to make a cap band and pull 2 bands through like usual. And then you're going to pull two more bands through this. 1, and 2. And now, after you do that, you're going to take the bottom mother of pearl outside color band and just put it on your hook. Then take another black band or fishtail band, pull it through all 5 bands, but only pick up the outer 2 blacks. Then you're going to put another mother of pearl band on, pull a black band through everything, but only pick up the outer 2 blacks. And then you're just going to repeat this process for the rest of this side of your bracelet. Show you one or 2 more times. There we go. And then I'll show you one more time. Again, just putting your hook through that notch. Pulling it through all these bands. Picking up the outer 2 blacks. And you just repeat this till you get to the top, and I'll show you how to finish it up there. Alright, so I finished up this fishtail, and after adding it, it should look something like this. And your whole curving issue should be pretty much fixed, and it should look pretty good at this point. Now, to finish it up, you do go through all of the notches on the side this time, so be sure to get all the mother of pearl notches looped onto and everything. And after you go into the last one, you just take another band, pull it through everything, and clip it. And now to do the other side, you basically just flip it around. You rewind to my video to the part where I say we're about to add the metallic greens, or we're about to add your first row or something like that. And then you watch on from there in order to learn how to add on the final 3 rows and then the fishtail border. So you guys can rewatch that, and I'll do the rest of this off camera, this other side, and I'll come back to show you how to clip it up. Alright, so I finished up my bracelet, done the exact same thing on the other side, and after you finish it up, it should look something like this. Now to clip it in the back, it's pretty simple. I'm sorry I couldn't make this more neat, but this is the best ending that I could come up with. You're going to start off by taking your top clip, just finding the cap band of the other fishtail and clipping onto that. Then as you move down, make sure all the clips are facing the same way. It looks the neatest this way. You're going to take this. You're going to find these weird little like lines here. You're going to clip onto those. So as you can see, there's like this little hidden line right here that you're going to clip onto. And then there should be another one right underneath it, which is this metallic green one. I'm going to throw that on the clip too. You're going to move down to the middle fishtail. Make sure this line part of the C-clip is facing up. You're going to clip this cap band right here. And then you're going to take the next C-clip and find the lines again and clip them that way. And then for the last one, you're just going to clip it the exact same way you clipped the first one. And there you go, there's your bracelet. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.